happening. So the first card you have for your past is the Three of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing, I mean, obviously this man's looking out and he's waiting. And, I'm seeing there's a little bit of restlessness I'm feeling here. So someone was feeling a little bit restless. Someone was feeling not quite right. And I think this is about a love situation. And I think two people in this weren't feeling quite right for different reasons. And I can't quite see if this man is representing you or your partner or whoever you were around at this time. But someone around the situation was kind of looking out. They were looking out at what was there. It was like they had their eyes on someone else. I'm not actually seeing full-on cheating or anything like that. I'm not seeing anything actually physically happening between anyone. But it was sort of a step in that direction. It's like someone was, I can't see if this is you or them, but someone was kind of looking out to see what's out there and kind of holding on to the hope of being with a different person. Because if you look at the man on this card, he has a wand behind him and he has his back to that wand and he's looking out toward the sea. He's waiting for something to come in, waiting for an opportunity to come in. So, this might have already happened, or you might have had a feeling that something not quite right was happening. If this is about, what your partner's doing, maybe you even asked them if everything's okay. Maybe you kind of felt that something wasn't quite right. Your instincts were telling you, and you said, is everything okay? What's happening? And they might have said, oh, everything's fine, everything's fine. But I think, this person probably wanted to keep everything fine between you until this new opportunity came in. And if it didn't come in, then they'd kind of keep on being with you. That's what I'm seeing. So, it's like they're waiting for this opportunity, like these ships that are coming in on this card. So if this is you suspecting that something's going on, I know this is in your past, but if this is still going on, you're still suspecting something, definitely follow your instincts. They're always right. And again, I'm not seeing anything physically going on, anything physical going on yet at this time. But whoever this was, they definitely would have taken up any opportunity that came along. It's like they're waiting and watching like this man. And, I think, you could say, oh, well, nothing physical happened. But the fact that their mind was on someone else or looking for an opportunity is not good. I mean, and even if, they didn't get this opportunity, if their mind is in that kind of mindset that they're kind of looking out to see what else is out there, they're going to keep on looking until they do eventually find someone who's going to say, yes, that's what I'm seeing. I know this is really negative and I'm sorry about that, but this is just what I'm seeing here. So you might know this already. I mean, this is in the past. You might have actually gone through. This might be an old situation. But, I just have to tell you what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing here. So the next card you have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, again, the Two of Pentacles can be about juggling two people, or having two people, two different options on your mind or something like that, or on their mind. And maybe you also went a bit backwards and forwards with this person many times, because with this infinity symbol, it's like this is a long, long time to go backwards and forwards. So maybe this happened a lot of times. I'm seeing you as well trying to use your head, trying to use logic each time you distanced yourself from this person, but then, your heart decided to take them back. It was like your heart won. The man on this card's wearing a huge red hat as well, and it's pointing right up to the sky. So he has a lot of passion, but it's not down to earth. It's up in the sky. It's up above his head. It's up above his brain, above his logic. So he's not thinking with his brain, if that makes sense. You can see that very clearly in this card. So whoever this is was not thinking with their brain. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, they're looking for an opportunity, or they were at this time. You might have known that, or you might not have, but your instincts were definitely telling you something. They definitely were. And, just think very, very carefully about this. I mean, if this resonates, again, even if they're not physically with anyone else, because nobody wants to be with someone who's watching the door, let's say, even if they're not physically with anyone. If someone has their eye on the door, or their feet kind of outside of the door or something, or one foot in the doorway, or going out the door, whatever that is, you don't want to be around someone like that. You want someone who has their eyes on you and is looking to you, not to anyone else or anything else. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you're driving a lot, or you were driving a lot at this time. Now, I think you might have been a bit tired because I think you had a lot of driving to do. I'm actually seeing some trips that you took that took over an hour, maybe an hour and a half each way. So be very careful of being overtired, because I'm seeing you're also working very hard. Maybe you're getting up really early. So just be really careful. I mean, don't worry, I'm not seeing an accident or anything terrible like that. But this is something that I saw, and this is something that I kind of felt that I had to tell you about, just to be very careful not to get out of balance. I mean, look at this Two of Pentacles. It's completely out of balance. One's up, one's down, and he's juggling. So don't get your life so out of balance that all you do is work, drive, get up early, and then you're so exhausted. I mean, just be very careful around that. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your past is the Four of Swords. So, yeah, I'm seeing someone who might be getting over you, actually. This isn't this person in the Three of Wands. I think this is an ex from a while ago. And I think I'm seeing this now because I think this person has taken a long time to get over you. And I think you had a huge impact on this person. I don't know whether you realize that or not, but you had a massive impact on this person. And they might have been a bit of a quiet kind of person, so maybe they didn't say. I mean, maybe when you broke up with them, whatever, they might not have made a great big screaming thing. They might have just kind of disappeared a bit, gone all quiet, and you might have thought, oh, they're not even thinking about me. But actually they were really thinking about you, and it took them a long time to get to this stage. Now, I think obviously you've had a lot of these problems going on with this person in the Three of Wands, and you've been busy and you've been driving and all of that kind of thing. But I think you might have been thinking a little bit about this person, and that might be why they're coming up in your reading. I don't know. But they went through a lot. They went through a lot to get to the stage where they're not as upset and they can start to move on from you. It might have even taken them over a year to get over you. That's what I'm seeing. So this person might be a relationship that you had over a year ago. And yeah, you were thinking about them. That's what I'm seeing. That's why they're here. And I don't think you were thinking about getting back together with them, but I think they might have been on your mind for some reason at this time. I'm actually seeing some kind of date or anniversary or something like that. And maybe that reminded you of them. Might have been a birthday, might have been an anniversary of something. And that kind of made you think about this person. The other thing is I'm seeing is that they used to be around your family a lot. They always got along very well with your family. And your family was quite upset when you kind of separated from this person. Now, exes usually pop up in a reading for a reason. Either you're thinking about them, which is what I'm seeing you are, or you might see them again at some time soon sometimes, or there's something that you need to learn from the time you had with them. It could be that. There are a lot of different reasons why exes pop up in a reading, but they don't just pop up for no reason. There's always a reason why they do. But yes, this person's a lot more at peace with themselves now. You might be worrying about them, thinking about them for some reason. I don't know why. So I just wanted to tell you that they're at peace with themselves now. They weren't for a long time, but they are now. And they're letting go of these swords that are hanging over this man's head. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Eight of Wands. So yes, I think you might hear something about this ex or whoever this is in the Four of Swords. It is an ex, I think. And yeah, they knew your family really well. They really got along with your family. They knew them well. Your family used to talk about them. And I keep seeing that. So I think because traditionally this time of year is when people are around family. They visit family and see family. So someone in your family might actually tell you something about this person. They might have seen them. They might still be talking to them. They might still be friends with them. Or you might hear something about this ex, this person. And I think this might trigger off some other old memories you have of them as well. I think this is going to be a time of you really thinking about this ex. Now, I don't think you're going to see them at this time or anything like that, because there are no people in this card. This is just wands. This is just about communication. But you might be hearing this person's name quite a lot. That's what I'm seeing. So their name is going to be on your mind, and that's going to make you kind of think about this person all over again. There's some reason why you're thinking about this person again. Maybe there's something that was unfinished. Maybe there's something you feel guilty about. Maybe, I don't know, it might just be that your family's reminding you of them. I don't know, but this person's kind of popping up at this time. So the next card you have for your present is the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, again, this is the hard worker. So you're working hard, you're getting up early. I'm seeing that again. It's very cold around you when you get up early and you're half asleep, and you kind of wipe the sleep out of your eyes, and you kind of narrowing your eyes as you're kind of driving along. You're determined to make this job work, though, I'm seeing, because I know you've had a lot of financial ups and downs in your past. And I think you're determined not to repeat these financial problems that you've had in your past. Because this card could be about repetition, because this man's crafting this coin, he's making this coin, and he's making the same coin over and over and over again, a bit like it's a machine on a conveyor belt and he's in a factory. It's a bit like that. So you're determined not to repeat your old financial problems over and over again. So that's why you're determined to make this job work. You're getting up early, doing everything you can to make sure you do everything well in this job, and you're kind of giving it your best. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that I think you might be at a long distance, or maybe you're logistically far away from this love connection at this time. This person I'm seeing in the Three of Wands. Maybe this is why you were kind of traveling backwards and forwards over long distances, or it's, it might not be, but I am seeing some kind of distance between you. There's definitely an emotional distance between you, or a psychological difference or distance between you, because of what your instincts were telling you and what I was seeing that they were kind of doing, looking out for at this time. And, the man on this card's working really, really hard, but he's also alone. He's by himself. So you might not be spending a lot of time with this person. And maybe, they're probably looking elsewhere and whatever. And I'm not saying that this is why. I'm not saying that they're doing this because of something you're doing. Absolutely not. There are no excuses for that. I mean, if they're not happy, they should be talking to you about it instead of looking at other people. And if they want to go with someone else, they should break up with you properly and find someone else, not do this kind of keep you hanging on, and then they're not sure what they're doing with someone else, and then they're looking somewhere else, but they're pretending everything's fine. That's not right. That's not good to do that. But yeah, I am seeing that you are having time apart. I'm not saying it's an excuse again, but that's what I'm seeing. You are having time apart. This is for practical reasons or for logistical reasons or something like that. You might be working at a different location for a while, or it might be something like that, or they might be. So the last card you have for your present is the Two of Cups. Yes. Okay, I saw this in one of your past readings, actually, not in your last one. I think it might have been the one before that, or it was a recent one, I don't know. I keep on seeing there's a special date or an anniversary or something like that. Now, this is a different special date, has nothing to do with this X in the Four of Swords. This is like another date that's coming up at this time. This is like an anniversary, a birthday, it could be some kind of thing like that. And I think this could be this other anniversary could be bringing up a lot of old memories for you as well. Now, I don't want to upset anyone. I'm just going to tell you, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing here. So it's not going to resonate with everyone, and please don't be upset with this information. I think I just have to tell you this. If you're missing someone who's passed over, someone who was a lot like you, a little bit in looks, not a huge amount in looks, but a bit in looks like you at certain times of the day, at certain times when you get a look on your face, you look like them. But they were a lot like you in personality. You were deeply connected to this person. Again, this is someone who's passed over, I'm seeing. This person's very proud of you. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that you need to hear that at this time, because you're working really hard, you're really trying to keep on top of things, And I don't think many people, or maybe nobody's saying that they're proud of you. And this person used to say that. And I think maybe they might have been the only person to say that to you, or maybe they were one of very few people who said that to you. I'm also seeing that someone who you grew up with should have said they were proud of you and they didn't. And this person did say that to you. They always said that to you. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing about this person is they're a little bit against the norm. They were even a little bit rebellious sometimes. They had an amazing heart. They had an amazing heart. That's what I'm seeing. And you were in their heart, and you still are. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so don't be upset about that, please. This is a very beautiful message. So I'll go on to your future. The first card you have for your future is the King of Swords. So yeah, this king, he is a logical king. He's all about clarity, mental clarity, seeing situations, seeing people for what they really are, who they really are, not for the illusions that people kind of sometimes project onto other people and situations. A lot of times people like to imagine that things are the way that they like them to be, but they're not. And this king sees only the reality. He only uses logic. And I think this might be the time when you really start to think about what's going on around this person in the Three of Wands. This person whose eyes are looking where they probably shouldn't be looking. So this king brings no emotion to any conversation, any decisions, anything at all. And I think that for a long time, it was your emotions that kept on bringing you back to this person, because I am seeing that you went back to this person over and over again in the Two of Pentacles. But by this time, I think you're probably going to be feeling really exhausted. You're just going to be tired of all of this. You're tired of not knowing where you are with them. You're tired of wondering who they're talking to. You're tired of looking at what they're doing on their phone. You're tired of wondering where they are. You're tired of all of this. It's exhausting. And I think enough is enough. You've just had enough with this. And yeah, you do love them. You do care for them. You probably still do. But it's exhausting. You cannot stand this anymore. So I think you might be asking them some hard questions. Because this card's a bit cloudy. It's even a little bit stormy. Not too stormy, but it is a little bit. And also this king's on top of a hill. So whatever happens in this conversation, I'm getting this feeling that you know that you're in the right. You're on top of things, on top of the hill like this king. You know that you're on the top, in the top position. You are in the right position. So whenever they try to bring this conversation back to feelings, emotions, you're going to be able to steer this conversation back to facts. Pure facts. So it's taking you a long time to get to this point, because again, I'm seeing all this love you've had for them in the past. Love, your heart always made you go back to them. You still do have some love for them. I'm seeing that again. But you need to feel safe, you need to feel stable, you need to feel as if you know where you are with this person, and you haven't been feeling like that for a long time and you can't stand it anymore. So again, if this resonates, your instincts are always right. Don't let anyone try to steer you away from your instincts. That's what this person might be trying to do with you. They might be trying to say, oh, no, it's nothing really. It's nothing. Follow your instincts. Follow your instincts. The next card you have for your future is the Six of Wands. So yeah, this is the victory card. And I think it might have felt to you for a long time that, you've been working really hard, and the days have felt like a kind of a repetition, which is what I'm seeing in the Eight of Pentacles. So you are going to be rewarded in some way. You really are. It might be some kind of bonus, promotion, might be a better work opportunity. You might even be going to somewhere else. This is something definitely around work. And maybe this is why I was getting this message in the Two of Cups. Maybe this was like a bit of a, I'm proud of you, because maybe this was a bit of a congratulations for what was about to happen. Something's definitely coming up to you. And if this thing comes up for you, because I'm seeing this message in the Two of Cups, if this big opportunity comes up for you, please take it, because you're blessed in this opportunity. This thing can be seen as something that is coming up for you, and it's something that you should take. You should take this. I'm getting that. If I see that in the Two of Cups, you definitely should take this. And Yeah, definitely. If you take this, it's going to bring you more confidence. And I think, yeah, what I'm seeing in this is your confidence isn't going to come from people. I think there are going to be people around you who to support you, but I think this confidence is going to come from you, knowing that whatever happens, you can rely on yourself, you can achieve things for yourself, and you might not be feeling very stable or secure around this person in the Three of Wands at this time. I think you might, you're obviously kind of moving away from them in your head, at least now at this time. And so I think you're starting to feel safe and secure around yourself. You're starting to really do for yourself what you hoped that they would do for you. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Five of Swords. So yeah, this card's even stormier than the King of Swords. I'm not seeing this person in this love connection hurting you directly or taking anything from you directly, like the man in this card. But they are playing head games with you, and they are going to keep on doing that with you. They're going to try and get away with things. They're going to try and tell you that they haven't done anything. They're probably going to try and tell you that, or turn it around to make it look like you, or something like that, something really dodgy like that. They're really going to be doing like that. They're definitely going to want you to think that they're not doing anything wrong. And technically they might be right. I mean, physically they haven't done anything. But they have done a lot. They have done a lot to you because, their eyes are elsewhere. Their foot's are out of the door. They're looking to see what's next. And, if the opportunity came up, they'd grab it and they would be full on cheating with you. And they have their mind on doing that. They are doing something wrong. Don't let them tell you they're not. Don't say, oh, well, I'm not with anyone. I'm not doing, no. Don't let them tell you that. That's what I am seeing. I think they're going to try and really, really talk you around to not leaving them. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you are going to listen to them for a while, but I think eventually you might walk away like the two men on this card. They're just walking away from this situation. So I think, this person's probably going to try to get you to keep on listening and listening. I'm actually hearing them say, listen to me, listen to me. And I don't know if you're going to walk away permanently now, but I am sorry to say this, but I think you might eventually walk away permanently, definitely from them. If you're not doing it now at this time, it is going to gradually turn into you doing that for good, and you're not going to come back to them when you do. I hope this doesn't upset you or disappoint you or whatever, but if you're feeling exhausted, if they're looking at other people, if you know that, if you're driven crazy with it, if your instincts are driving you crazy, you're not good in this situation. This is not the right thing for you. That's what I'm seeing.